Hello guys, this is Ander, and today we're going to talk about the Jetson AGX Orin board and how you can use the Agent Studio on it to run your LLMs or different pipelines. The device that I'm using is Jetson AGX Orin 64 gigabyte RAM. So it looks like something like this. I'll put the link at the bottom too. This is the high end of the Jetson boards that you can use on your edge devices like your robots. So the setup is pretty easy. You can clone the GitHub repo that has the Jetson containers, and then it will actually download the necessary Docker images, and this NanoLLM Studio is how you can get it started, and it will be your browser. And also on the page, YouTube video of how Dusty is running this. Now, when I tried to run this using this, I hit a few issues. It wasn't that straightforward, so I ended up doing some customization. Command that I end up running is a little bit different. Mount, especially the video device. I use an SSD card, so I mount the SSD, so you're not using the memory on device, but the SSD to store your LLMs because they take a lot of space. I also mount the NanoLLM package AGX Orin device. If I want to make any changes to this NanoLLM package, I don't have to create the Docker file again. I can just mount it. One of the major things that I had to deal with is the Docker library was missing this libnice package. Also, the Whisper 2 library is not backward compatible from OpenAI, so I had to revert it back to a working version. This will start up the local web server. So the first one that I want to show is this Villa 3 billion parameter VLM, and there you go. So it is working. So what this does is, and let's see if the video is here too. Yes, the video is here too. Essentially, there's an auto prompt. Let's change the rate limit instead of 8 to 1. So the video comes in, you have a rate limiter, 1 per second, and there's an auto prompt. And auto prompt is, right now it says describe the image concisely. So at every second, that auto prompt basically prompts the VLA to describe the image. And VLA describes the image and moves the outcome to the video overlay, and then it comes out, and that video overlay is also connected to the video source. So they're both merged together, and through the video output, we can see the output right here. So it's pretty cool, and you can see what VLA is outputting as well. Since it's describing the image, we can do this. I'm making a peace sign that is true. Let's see, thumbs up. Yeah, there's a Whisper ASR. What this one does is essentially speech recognition. Okay, so after a few minutes, Whisper is functional. So let's try. But to see the output, let's do also add a text stream. And also let's move this down and let's visually display the text stream. So here's my microphone. I'll enable it and start talking and see how well it will recognize. Hello, Whisper ASR. How are you doing today? There you go. As you can see, it's pretty responsive. I love playing soccer. How about you? There you go. It's pretty responsive. What the pipeline looks like, we have an audio pipeline and a video pipeline with the overlay, as you can see. And now we're back to business. Now, the one challenge with this pipeline, as you can see the GPU right here at the top, you can see the GPU load. So anytime an image is being processed, GPU hits sometimes 90% we don't have an issue with the CPU. And also the memory, we're only using 16 out of 62 gigabyte memory. Let's try the audio pipeline while the video is running. So how are you doing today? And if you see that it's not responsive, filter takes a while to process, and I don't even see any. Oh, because let's reduce this rate limit from 8 to 1 at least, 1 per second. That tiny bit helps the audio pipeline. Okay, you can see the audio pipeline is now responding, right? So this is one thing that I am going to work. The CUDA streams, or right, you can set the priority when you're creating the streams, but it's still not helping for this audio pipeline to be responsive. You can see there's a lot of more memory. We just need to manage the GPU load based on the pipelines that we have. So the video pipeline, because that is the one that takes the most resources. You can see GPU load went down. So let's add another pipeline to do the audio out. So right now, the audio in, we have text stream, and then we will create another pipeline right here, the Piper pipeline. So we will then have the audio come out from our microphones. So this is one of the built-in, so you don't have to add each pipeline one by one. So there's a text stream, so we can see. We can also connect this whisper to the audio pipeline. The weather is beautiful today.
The weather is beautiful. The weather is beautiful. The weather is beautiful. The weather is beautiful today. The weather is beautiful today. The weather is beautiful today. The weather is beautiful today.
We need to make sure it doesn't repeat the intermediate recognitions, because we're sending the partial matches and the final match to our pipeline. So let's remove the partial match. I think there was some lag. Okay, it's working now. Well, as you can see now, it's only sending the final output, so everything works fine. All right, see you in the next video.